Okay, I'm Captain Matt Wirt with Real Adventure Charters. Today we're going to tie this crab fly made out of crab coins, 7/8 inch. Basically it's 7/8 of an inch Velcro. It's sticky on both sides. Create like a little sandwich with it almost. It's a really easy fly to tie. Here we go. We're going to tie it on starting with a Mustad 3407 1/0 hook. I'm going to go ahead and just attach some bead chain eyes real quick. Pretty sure this fly normally rides hook down. These eyes are just here for looks, basically. Gives it a good look. Just figure eight your eyes on real quick. We're going to make this fly weedless since it rides hook down. Come in with some 50-pound mono, 30-pound mono for a weed guard. Generally I like 50, it's a little stiffer. So let's go ahead and attach this to the shank. Running all the way to the back, make sure your mono weed guard is staying on top of the hook shank and not riding down the side of it. Okay, that's far enough. Get everything right where I want it. Alright, we take a little marabou, just create a small tail here, not much of one. Wrap it in. Alright, we're going to use a little gold flash. It's mainly going to be for redfish, snook. For the redfish, I especially like having a little gold flash in my flies. Doesn't have to be much, mainly just 3-4 strands maybe at the most. It doesn't have to be pretty or symmetrical. Just has to be a little bit in there. Alright. So you want to go ahead and run your thread back to the front. At this point I make sure my eyes are straight. Okay, everything's looking pretty good. Now we're going to take our crab coins here. Basically just Velcro circles. Really easy to work with because they kind of help stick on there and hold themselves on. Okay. That one's there. It's going to want to wobble from side to side. No big deal. Now we're going to take our silly leg material, or you can get rubber skirt material. I'm going to pull off 3 legs. Basically just going to even these guys out here. The other fly that I tied had a little hackle coming out of both sides here, kind of made it look like crab claws. You can add that if you like. This particular one I'm not going to tie those in. Doesn't really make too much difference either way. Alright, you just want to space the legs out so they're not all bunched up. Give them a little room in between. Bring your hot glue gun. You want to make sure you get quite a bit of hot glue around the shank of the hook there. That's really going to make the fly really durable, and a bit on the outside. You don't want to put too much on the outside of this fly, because when you do, it'll start to want to squeeze out of the side. Just take your other coin, put it on top, squeeze it down. Now you want to make sure everything's kind of straight here just a little bit. You'll have hot glue wanting to try and make a mess on you here, but it's not a big deal if it does. The main thing here is you want to squeeze down around that hook shank. That's going to make this really durable and keep everything from wanting to rock side to side once that glue dries. Again, make sure everything is right where it needs to be. You can come through, you can color your legs a little bit if you like. If you want to bar them, just take permanent marker. I trim my legs about 1 inch, 1.25 inches. Alright. Now go ahead and bring your piece of mono. I'm going to wrap off the weed guard here. I like to come in behind the eye if I can, or in behind the bead chain eyes. Get it right where you want it. There we go. Let's go ahead and whip finish everything off. Take a little Harder's hole or Zappa gap. Get your final wrap there. Makes for a nice, very durable fly. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Very easy fly to tie. You can tie these in 4 or 5 minutes. This fly will not sink like a brick. I don't want it to sink like a brick. I want it to be able to toss it to tailing reds that are in shallow water. I want it to fall about 6 inches, a second, or 6 inches every 3 or 4 seconds. So it kind of just hovers in the water. It has quite a bit of movement for those discs, but it seems to work really well on the shallow water redfish, and I hope it works well for you.